What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is Storytellin' Vlair, and welcome to my first episode of the Pick of the Week. As you can imagine, every single week I go to the comic book store and I pick up 10 issues. I read through most of them, I figure out which one I like the most, and that's it. End of story. I decided to take it a step further. Why not share it with you guys? Why do I like that one issue of the week? What do I personally think was the best thing that came out? Now, just warning, I don't pick up every single issue. As I said, I pick up 10. I'm a baller on a budget, what can I say? Some of the books that may have actually been better than anything that I picked up are probably better, you know, depending on what everybody else says. So if I don't pick it up, please don't take offense to it. Although, you should leave it in the comments and explain to me why I should be picking it up. Because, you know, I'm always down for new comic books. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You already know what issue I picked for this week, and I think it's definitely worthy of it. Mr. Miracle, issue number 6. Whew! This is a great series. Now, I can't say I've always been excited for the next issue of Mr. Miracle. It's always been that not that hidden gem. I've been picking it up since the very beginning. The moment that I heard that they were doing a Mr. Miracle miniseries got me hooked immediately. Because I love the idea of a superhero who can escape anything because he was born on a prison planet. Who doesn't want to read that? I want to read that. Now, this series is written by Tom King. He's one of the new DC writers. Currently, he is doing the new Batman run, which for me has been hit or miss. The new stuff's really good, though. If you haven't been reading that, you should check that out. And then the art is also done by Mitch Gerads. I'm terrible with name pronunciation, guys. Sorry. I don't mean to butcher his name. I'm sure he's a cool guy. But anyway, this particular issue caught my eye, and I love it. I love it. Without going into too many spoilers, it's basically just one giant action sequence with Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. I love those two characters. I think they're really fun. I love the way they kind of snark at each other without arguing. It's really cool. And the entire issue is about them discussing their apartment and how Big Barda wants to change everything. She wants to tear down a wall. She wants to build up a wall. She wants to make a new room here, there. They're discussing the entire thing while breaking in to New Genesis to go face Orion. Not going to say why. Can't really remember why, to be honest with you. Ouch. But small things like this, just them arguing while breaking into this kind of place, it doesn't ever feel out of character. And you know what? It's so cool. Tom King is just trying to write about a guy who's trying to escape his life. That is very sad, that's very tragic, that's very relevant. And you know what? That's a new and exciting way to take this character. And it's so good. This particular issue I love. I think this is my favorite one that he's come out with so far. We are getting 6 more issues, which, jeez, it's been a while, you know. We're going to be reading this for a bit. I cannot wait to read this entire thing in trade paperback, to be honest with you, because I feel like it's going to be a better cohesive story from start to finish. But having said that, Mr. Miracle is a fantastic story that you guys should see if you can find the back issues for. I know they're going up in price, but if you can find a cheap one, you owe it to yourself to check it out because it is that awesome. The discussions between Big Barda and Scott Free are fantastic. It feels like a real relationship, and I buy every single second of dialogue. The art is fantastic. Mitch outdoes himself in this story. I like how he does the 9-grid layout, kind of reminiscent of Watchmen, but most importantly, it plays into this idea that Scott has to escape from this. So it's kind of cool that Scott is a character inside of his own comic book, and literally the way this comic book is laid out is kind of like a prison for him to escape. And I think that's really interesting. It plays into the character of Mr. Miracle because guess what? At the end of the day, the guy's supposed to be able to escape anything, including his own comic book. So I think that's really cool that they've been able to take liberties and play around with the art and play around with the way the story is. It feels very well thought out, and I cannot wait until we get to issue 12, because this is a series that I don't think anybody should pass up. I know it's a little generic to be like, this is the best issue because it's Mr. Miracle, but I really believe in this particular issue. There has been some that I just wanted to forget about, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to pick it up for the sake of picking it up, but I'm not interested. These last 2 issues have gotten me very invested in what's going on in Mr. Miracle, and that's why I think you guys should check it out. And this issue gets a 9 for me. A 9 out of 10. I think it is fantastic. There is really not much else I can think of that he could have done to fix this issue. If there was any problems, I don't have any problems with this issue. I really don't. I think the only reason why I give it a 10 or a 9 out of I think the only reason why I give it a 9 versus a 10 is just because I still got to see where things are going, so I'm holding off on that 10. But anyway, okay guys, having said that, let's go on to the next part of this video, and that is I'm just going to show you guys what I got. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but I'm just going to show you what I got. So, let's get started. I picked up Batman issue 972. I have been pretty hooked on this series. It's pretty good, leaves you on a cliffhanger, but you know, if you've been reading Batman, you should check this out. Detective Comics is actually really good. If you read Batman Eternal, I think Detective Comics for Rebirth is the next step, so you should check that out. Action Comics. This was awesome. I really like this arc. I know some people don't. I like the reintroduction of Booster Gold, and especially after the Oz effect, this is something that we needed. Something a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun, and you know what? This issue does exactly that. I wasn't a fan of the last one, but you know what? 95, good job. Back on track. Red Hood and the Outlaws. I read the first trade, and I really liked the series, so I decided to pick it up from the Suicide Squad arc. I haven't finished that, so I'm going to get to it, and I'm pretty excited to read this series now. Wonder Woman, I picked up from the Dark Side arc because, like a lot of people, I read Justice League. They never answered the question about her brother. So I was like, oh, they're finally going to do that? Okay, sure, I'll read it. I'm not too impressed by the writer, though. I prefer Greg Rucka, like a lot of people. Greg Rucka was really good, and I miss his run. Green Lanterns, I'm going to catch up on this. I am so far behind, it is disgusting. And I don't even want to mention to you guys how far behind I am on that. But I'm going to collect it because of many reasons. Money. Next, I got 2 covers for Titans because, I'm sorry, both of these covers are just awesome. Like, look at that. Look at that. These are just fantastic. Absolutely. They always outdo themselves with these variant covers. So that's another series that I'm catching up on. I think I'm like 5 issues behind, but once I get caught up, I'm really excited. I really like Titans. I just finished the Lazarus Contract. The Flash. I haven't been reading anything on The Flash. In fact, I just picked up the last 2 issues before this one because I'm kind of excited. I've heard good things about it. I've heard some bad things about the previous series or whatever, so we're gonna see. Tell me if you guys really like this series and where it's going or why not. Whatever. I'm excited though. I'm rewatching the show. And last, I picked up a back issue for Trinity. This would actually complete my entire collection of Trinity, so I'm excited because now it is completed. So, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave a comment below of what comic books that you picked up this week, or if you didn't or whatever, or what books you're looking forward to. I hope this video helped you kind of decide if you wanted to pick up Mr. Miracle or not. Because, like I said, I really recommend it. I think it's the best thing that came out this week, of course, from all the stuff that I picked up. And yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. You should go check it out. Now, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would help the channel out. I would really appreciate that, but only if you guys enjoyed this video and the content that I've been producing, because why would you subscribe to someone you don't like, right? Well, anyway guys, it's been a great week, and I'll see you next time. Peace!